Money for better.
And we are back up and running on this Monday, October 21st. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the room. Welcome back to the show. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing fine and had yourselves a good weekend. Holiday on Saturday. No amplified music. Y'all did not die, did you? Despite all the clamoring and the murmurings and the this, the that, and the other, we survived, right? We survived. Well, it was neither here nor there for me because had no plans, not any intention of doing anything. It was another Saturday in my home, resting, minding my business, doing my house chores and what have you. So amplified or not, there's always music turned up in my house. So we did not die, right? Anyways, we're not gonna stick today because I have a fire ass on the line with me because we all saw that video that made the rounds on Friday evening. We saw the outpouring of support and love for him. He's no stranger. He's been on my show before and thought it important, from a different angle to reach out to him. And he's at work, but he decided to give me a couple minutes of his time to basically let us know what transpired. And I just want to commend him on his restraint because somebody else, this could have gone left, and I mean left, like left. Could have had a different outcome, but I really, really wanted to applaud him on, his restraint, keeping cool, keeping calm and not, not getting, letting, temper get the best of him and letting ignorance get the better of him. I just thought it's something that we talked about National Heroes Day on Friday. Well, you should be on that stage Saturday getting an award for, just remaining cool and calm despite the situation. And it's something that I think we can all aspire to be because life happens. Things may go left a lot of the times and we go left with it. And a lot of the times we don't know how to walk away and, we think that's being a coward. We think that's being, but I just admire the fact that as a young man and aspiring entrepreneur, he stood his ground and decided, you know what, I'm not going to go the direction that it could go, but I'm going to remain calm. And I was just so happy to see the outpouring of love and support for him that I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning. If cool was a person, it would be Fire Ass. And imagine the name. Imagine being called Fire Ass and you're cool. Isn't that funny? That you're so cool, but your name is Fire Ass. Anyway, guys, I want you guys to share the live. I want you guys to join me and share the live. And of course, give other person an opportunity to be part of it this morning. Shante, I see you've done your work. Thank you so much. Those of you who did not get the opportunity to tag somebody, please do so now. Just add highlight, add follow, and give other folks the opportunity to be a part of the show. It's not going to be for the entire show because, like I said, he has to go back to work. So just wanted to touch base with him and get you guys in on what's transpired. And of course, to join publicly to, say to him, well done. Well done. Fire Ass, good morning.
Aruna, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
I'm just
morning to the
yourself Fire Ass and you're so cool.
Well, sometimes the fire burns. You can tend to feel cold at times, especially if you're burning at a very high degree. So
I like that. But you managed to not let that fire go and get above.
So I mean, I'm getting some feedback on my end. I'm not sure if you're getting the Sorry about that.
I'm fine on my end. Let me just check. Is there echo? Hold on. Let me just see quickly. Hold on, audio. They're saying yes. Okay. All right. Should be better now. You hearing it still?
I'm still hearing you, but it just seems as though like I'm getting some feedback when I'm speaking. Yes. So I'm not sure if it's the same on your end or if it's clear.
Okay, let me just check quickly. They're saying you're echoing, but I'm fine. Okay, hold on, guys. It's long. Just give me a second. Let me just make sure that echo. All right, it's gone. It's gone. All right. Tell me now, guys. Is it okay? Is it better now? The worst thing to do is to ask all the questions now because you're hearing. Hold on. Let me
Let me know
just
if
turn it
I
up.
need to go and come back in.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just listen myself. Okay,
I'm
better.
still getting it on my end, Arena. Let me just go out and quickly come back in.
Okay. Mhm. All right. So go out and come back in. But it was fine when I put on the echo cancellation. All right, just to be safe. So yeah, as I was saying, we all saw the video that made the rounds. With Fire Ass on Friday, definitely spread like wildfire. Just goes to show that you can't stick on one topic for too long on Cartel's internet, because as soon as you try to get over one, here comes another and then another. So you just can't keep up. You just got to keep on moving. Anyways, while we await him, you guys please share the live, because this is something that we really would like more of you to hear, and we could all learn a thing or two from him, like I said. Good morning, Don. Morning, Marianne. Good morning, Linda. Melvin Brown. Good morning. Happy birthday to my nephew, Nathan. 16 already. And he's like all the way up in the sky. Anyway, I know your dad, Melvin. Rest of the family joins in wishing you a happy birthday, Nathan. So do enjoy. Morning, Anushka. Morning, Richie. Giad. Suez is here. Shireen. Good morning. Mr. Ray. Good morning. Good morning, Terrence. Ryan Derriggs, good morning. Morning, Valerie. Maureen, Della, Nikisha. Who else is here? Those of you viewing on YouTube or you're viewing via Facebook or listening on radio or online, welcome. Good morning, Lydia. Morning, Shauna. Lisa, good morning. JJ, Shamika, Ingrid. Who else is here with us? Sonia, good morning. Hope all is well. Morning, Frederick in Kenya. Yeah, coming back in. Hold on. Morning, Shireen. Low. No, we're good. Yeah, he's moved to another spot to get his headpiece. Oh, he sounded better. I didn't hear that, but he was hearing an echo, so he probably needs to turn down on his end. Right then, Bihari, how are you? Good morning. Dylan, good morning. Who else is here? Shelly, good morning. Good morning, sis. Hope all is well. Thanks for being here. Morning, Dimly. Good morning. I was going to say something. Morning, Judy. Hope you're doing well. Gabby, good morning. Kizzy. Elon, good morning. Morning, Kadina. Annalisa and everybody. Terrace, good morning. It's good to be back with you. I hope you guys had yourselves a wonderful weekend. Morning, Luke. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning. You're gonna get banned with this, Auntie Runa. Morning, Spicy. Okay, I think I need to send him. Oh, didn't see the message from him. So everybody good? Y'all had a good weekend? Listen, getting old is not. Is not It's not the best. Because trust me, you go out for 2 hours and all you want to do is go back home and go in your bed. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. You hearing it still? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm hearing it better on my end now.
Okay. Guys, is he better now? Let me just make sure. Hold on. Matter of fact, before I wait on y'all, because sometimes there's a delay, let me just listen myself. Okay, I think it's better. All right. Yes, you're better. All right. So as I was saying before we went off, I just wanted to really, really commend you on, the restraint that you showed, and just to give some feedback, just to give a little more insight into, before we go into what transpired, about what you do. And I've had your food. And of course, I gave you feedback and told you how much I enjoyed it and all of that. So I'm not just talking for talking's sake. I've actually had your food, so I know exactly what you do in terms of a young man, trying to earn an honest living by, cooking your soup, your flavors by fire ass soup. And, seeing what happened on Friday, I know it angered and upset a lot of people because for the most part, again, like I said, your the way you reacted to the situation. But for the benefit of those joining us and who may not be too up in the Kool-Aid as to what we're talking about, maybe you can just give us a little, give us a little insight into what you do and what the days you actually do it, and then we'll talk about what transpired.
Um, well, basically, I mean, I do soups every Saturday. You can find me in Grenville. However, based on how I work and so on, because I'm still trying to adjust to my 9 to 5 and do my soups on the side. So whenever I'm not scheduled to work on a Fridays, I will try to bring that blessing to Wall Street. So I'm normally on the opposite side, by the Nature Man's food truck. But the last time I was there, and a lady informed me that that they have a committee, and there's normally a fee and whatnot. So I tried explaining to her, well, hey, I'm not there every Friday, so it's not a case where I want to come in and pay and to join the committee and so on. So I said, okay, fine. I said, but
You're
there is enough
sticking.
room there for the both of us. Is only sometime once or twice in a
Yeah.
month I may possibly be there. So not wanting to, be disrespectful to anybody or so. When I came back down there on Friday last, and the gentleman utilizes part of the platform right through towards the entrance. So I, knowing that the gentleman normally utilizes that part of the platform, I went to the furthest end, away from where he normally sets up, giving him, I said, I still have to give him his respect. He's there. He's normally there. And then there is a gentleman that does barbecue who is also there. So I said, I know that there is enough space, but I still went to the furthest end, ensuring that I left the area there for him. I'm not sure what type of soups he sell. So I'm not even sure if we're both selling the same types of soups. However, the gentleman, um, prior to the incident happening earlier on in the evening, he came. He asked me if I don't see he's normally selling soup there, which I said yes. I said, but there is enough space here for the both of us. In leaving, he said to me, don't let him come back and meet me there. But I didn't bother with it, because in my mind, there's enough room there for the both of us. The gentleman returned later that night, came right where I was selling. He parked his van on the main road and said to me that he come to sell his soup. So I said, okay, fine. I said, but there is enough room for the both of us. I know you're normally, down on that end there, so there is enough room. If I'm not going to move my stuff. I said no, and I repeated again. I said there is enough room for the both of us, and at the same time, that is not the way that you approach someone. Um, you want me to move your stuff for you? I responded again. I said no, very calm, because myself and another gentleman was having a conversation. Very calm. I said no. Somebody came there, inquired about what type of soups I had. I responded to them. Whilst I'm speaking to them, the gentleman is walking in front of me, thinking. But again, I'm not bothering. I'm not responding. Um, I don't know if when he realized that I wasn't taking him or not paying him any mind, he first decided to turn over my table, which had my large pot of turkey soup, my spoons, my container with my spoons, my bucket. I have my delivery bag, my pepper sauce and all these things. He capsized that. When I saw he did that, in the moment I felt angry, but something just said to me, "Don't retaliate." And Aruna, I literally stepped back further. I folded my arms and I just looked at the gentleman doing what he wanted to do. So after he capsized my table, with my first pot of soup, he then proceeded to kick down the firecracker that had my pot of lamb soup on it. He kicked down the gas cylinder. I have a large container on the ground that has my extra bowls and so on. He turned that over, I had a bucket which had my umbrella and so on. He threw that down and so on, and all of that is happening. And up to now, I'm not saying anything to the young man. I'm not reacting in any way. What I did, I took my phone out, I reached out to an officer seeking assistance. They reached out to the South Central Police Station. And then upon him getting into his vehicle to drive away, I started making a video. So, I can at least capture something. In so doing, he exited the vehicle with a Guinness bottle. So I distanced myself away because at the end of the day, I didn't retaliate to you. So I'm not taking any lash or any bottle or anything. I continued to video and he said what he had
Stick a pin, you froze
said, and then he drove off. Around seeing and witnessing what happened. And I just sat, I literally sat down on the ground there and I just looked at my stuff, and even in that moment, like as much as I wouldn't say angry, I was hurt because it was disrespectful because I got up since around 4 o'clock on Friday morning to start preparing my stuff. And in preparation to cook my soup, every day of the week when I go home, in the evening after work, I would do something. So whether I be cutting up some lamb, getting my turkey seasoned, cutting up my corn, every day I do something in preparation for the day that I have to cook, because it's not like I have the luxury of time to say I'm home all day and I can just get up in the morning and do that. So that really, really hurt. But in the moment, something just was saying to me that, just don't react. And in all honesty, I'm happy that I handled the situation in the way that I did.
So question
and I
though.
know for a lot of persons, knowing that you...
Yeah, I was asking, have you ever had any interactions with the person before? Did you speak to the person before? Did he ever say to you he had issues with you selling your soup there before? Any sort of interaction?
Never.
So this is the very first time you've spoken to him, or even
Never. This is the first time we've had any type of a interaction. I don't know the gentleman to see somebody that I know. I don't know the gentleman. I have observed him on the opposite side selling soup. But to say that I know the individual personally, I don't know the young man. And it's a young person, maybe around my age. He could be younger.
Mm-hmm. So you said that
the side where I went on this Friday.
Mm-hmm. Because you're usually on the end as soon as you drive onto work.
I am normally on the other side where Nature Man Foods and so on is. He's normally on the platform where I went on Friday. He's normally there, but he's normally down to the further end. So me knowing where he normally sets up, I went to the opposite side, furthest to the opposite side, leaving the area where he plies his trade.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm just asking for clarity, because at the end of the day, it does not belong to anybody. So it's free space. Anybody, and it's still, you had to give him the courtesy, knowing that he sells there, to say, that is where I usually see you. So that is your space. Let me go to the other end and do my thing. So earlier on in the day, you were setting up, you said, and he came and approached you and told you that you're not to set up there.
Yeah, well, I was set up already. So I guess maybe he was driving or passing by and saw me there. So he came, his approach, very angry, very angry, very entitled. You doesn't see me selling soup here? I said, yes. And I pointed to the area where he normally would be. I said, yes. And I said, there is enough space here for the both of us. And in his response in leaving is, don't let me meet you here when I come back. But again, I didn't, bother with the young man, because in my view, there is enough room there for all of us supply our trade. At the end of the day, Wall Street is like a food court. So if somebody come and they want something, they find out what you have. And if they choose to purchase your stuff, they purchase your stuff. If they choose to purchase my stuff, they purchase my stuff. At the same time, the gentleman could have benefited from the customers that I might have brought there, because again, I'm not there every Friday. I'm not sure if he's there every Friday, but on the days that I'm not there and somebody makes you for a soup and they come there and they meet you, you could have just patronized from that sale.
Person. So after all of that went on, he left. So what transpired from between the time he left and you being there with your stuff on the ground?
Well, the officers came. They took a statement. They then asked me to, clean the area up. I must say special thank you to Senator Civil Francis, herself and another friend. They came and they even started cleaning the area up before I got into it. So I want to say a special thank you to her for that. They assisted me. I got the area cleaned up, packed my stuff up. I went to the station. I gave a statement, and I made my way home. Making my way home, tears in my eye every now and then. Just trying to compose and what just went on. But yeah, and then this morning I went to do a follow-up. So the officers, I think that they're still investigating the matter. So I'm just waiting follow-up from the officers, because a lot of the things that were thrown onto the ground, they cannot be used again. Folded tissues, these are things, as you know, with food preparation, these are things that can easily acquire germs. So there is no way that I can put that back out there to the public. My pots and so on got dented. The table was broken. The umbrella that was donated to me by a friend, the umbrella was practically destroyed. So it's just, and still I haven't taken the time to properly assess what was damaged. But from just trying to go through some things over the weekend, I observed, these types of damages and so on. So to my
Plus
stuff,
the
yeah.
loss, plus your soup that was thrown to the ground. That's another loss right there. So was he there? Someone is asking, was he there when the police came?
Yep.
There's an echo, guys. So if you hear delay, it takes a second based on the connection.
No, he left. Yeah, he left prior to the officers coming onto the scene.
Okay. But I'm sure there'll be follow-up, so we'll know exactly what.
You can say he left almost immediately after what he did. He then left.
So that means he did not sell either. He did not come back to sell the soup in the same space that he was.
The Facebook family, they've reached out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's a delay.
Sorry, I didn't get that clearly.
No, I was asking. So you said he left immediately after what he did. So I'm saying that, okay, after all that confusion for the space, that means he did not sell his stuff either.
No, he, and that's the funny part of it, because you come to prior trade, you did what you did, and then you're left with your vehicle with whatever food you came to sell. And well, I'm not sure where he went, but yeah, he left thereafter.
That makes absolutely no sense to me. You would think, okay, I'll set up my spot, but then, hey, people do what they do because. But based on the feedback, and like I said, I was out at a function and actually saw, I was tagged in one of the videos, and then I started.
My connection is really bad. Sorry about that.
Yes, no, I was saying I was at a function and I got tagged in something, and then I went through my timeline, and all I was seeing was fire ass. So hold on, it's just reconnecting. Yeah, so I was wondering, what exactly do you need now at this point in time to get you up and running again? Yeah, I'm just giving him a couple minutes to reconnect. The connection is not good at all on that end. But it makes absolutely no sense. It's like, and that's why I keep on saying we have to control our emotions, because if we don't, our emotions will always get the better of us. Emotions can get the better of us if we are not in sync with it. Because imagine doing all of that to get somebody from a place that is an open space, a public space, and you end up not even selling a cup of soup in the same spot that you're trying to get someone to move from. It makes absolutely no sense. Good morning.
Aruna, good morning.
Morning.
Let me tell you, I was just coming from IGA.
Mm-hmm.
Everything the Rasta man tell you, I tell you it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I got so angry from a distance when I saw the food on the ground. I could have never believed the level of control he had during that situation, because I don't know if you remember, man, I reached out to him, I said, what happened to you there? You know, I was trying to talk to him, and the guy did have a Guinness bottle in his hand. Raz just walked back, calm. You know, I tell him, I'll call the police. He said, you do that already. And, you know, the level of control he had, if it was someone else, you might have been talking about a death on Wall Street more than, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take kudos to him on that, because I walk on Wall Street, and he was there since 4 o'clock maybe, or 5. Let's say 5.
Mm-hmm.
That Friday. So I left him there, went home, came back out to do my groceries, and then when I was coming up, that happened. And trust me, that made me feel so angry. But the control that I saw he portrayed that night, and I have to say kudos to him on that, because that changed the narrative this morning, you know.
We could be having a different conversation this morning.
No, yeah. You know, and then the guy just, as he said, you know, went back in, I think it's an Alpha, a white. They call a number if I wanted to, but, you know, I'll leave that right there. And just drove off. You know, so it was, if you're fighting for the spot. No, I kind of sat over the weekend and I thought about this, right? Because there's a lot of ways people will look at this. You know, some people will say, you know, one man selling one thing some way and somebody else coming here trying to eat no food. But at the end of the day, the final point y'all just had was he didn't even set up his stuff.
Didn't even set up his stuff. So what was the point of all that?
What was the point of all of that? You know?
But the thing is, Wall Street is an area where everybody sells. There's people selling more than one barbecue stand. There's more than one. It's your preference, wherever you choose to eat, whoever you choose to eat from. Everybody have their customers, and it's big enough. There's enough people to patronize the area. You alone, your soup can apply the amount of people that be in Grandlands on a weekend.
Yeah, you understand. You can never feed enough persons, and then it's about your taste. You know, if you had a taste, you get customers. If you don't have the taste, you won't get the customers. So you don't have to worry about who's coming next to you. Once you have a quality product, your product's supposed to sell. You know, but I just wanted to say kudos to Rastaman, and people take a page from him. I took a page from him. I might have reacted differently before in life if somebody came there and did that to me. You know, and I was just amazed by how calm he was. He wasn't even shouting back at the man. He wasn't even quarreling or anything like that. You know, so
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. All right.
Yeah.
Fire Ass, I'm not sure if you heard the caller said he was there, he saw what happened, was coming from his shopping, and he saw, you know, saw your reaction and all of that. So he just wanted to, you know, compliment you on you not you know, getting caught up in the moment.
But
and
again, I want to apologize because the connection from my end is very, very bad. So again, sorry about that. I was trying to resolve it, but again, I'm not sure what's happening, but the connection from my end. So I'm hearing bits and pieces of it. Hopefully we can reconnect again when I can do this properly, because I said, I'm not sure what's wrong with the connection, but it's in and out, and I'm not sure even if you guys are hearing me properly.
Yeah, we're hearing you. But before you go, though, just wanted to ask you. I know that there's been a wide outcry. There's a lot of support coming your way. You know, people asking, what do you need? How can they support? How can they pledge? How can they make pledges? If you're up for that, how can they reach out to you to do that?
Well, thanks to Pineapple as well. She did do a post. I did put some information there. So of course, persons they have social media that they can reach out to me if they so desire. I can be contacted at 420-4860 for persons who maybe want to call or send a WhatsApp message. I also left a cooperative bank account there for persons in the diaspora. And persons who it might be easier for them who want to donate. It's 22-1863 for persons who may want to donate. And then there has been other persons internationally who has, you know, asked for the name and number and so on. So I think persons abroad are working together collectively so that they can, you know, assist. So again, I'm just grateful for everything that everyone has done so far. The messages, I haven't been able to respond to everyone. I'm going to get around to that. But I want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys very, very much. I really and truly appreciate it. And as I said, I'm going to continue doing my soups, going to continue giving you guys, more delicious dishes. This basically was just the start of what I intend to do in time to come as my full entrepreneurial, drive and journey, is to in the food industry. So of course the soups are just the start of many more things to come. And persons, co-workers or persons who frequent my Facebook profile would see more than anything else, I'm always posting food. I'm always, so that is what I have a love for. So I'm going to continue with that. Of course, Saturday, God's willing, I'm going to be in Grenville. And then, of course, Saturday evening, there is the football activity. So somewhere in Grenville, you might find me again, during the course of the evening. So it's no giving up.
You're going to need more parts, what I can tell you.
Yeah, of course. So for persons in the diaspora who might be selling their barrels, they might want to put 2 stock pots in there for me because I'm going to need them. But again, guys, thank you so much for the outpouring of love. And as many persons have said, this could have been a different narrative this morning. This could have been something to the effect of, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have done that. And for that, I am grateful that we're having this conversation here this morning, and hoping that other young folks, when you find yourself in these types of situations, that you have the calm and the cool to just relax and understand that sometimes what you've been working so hard for, you could throw it away in a couple seconds, because that is the amount of time it takes for you to do something that you regret for the rest of your life. So again, guys, think it through. It's not always easy, and I'm telling you, this is the hardest thing that I've ever done.
I was about to ask, like, what was in your mind at that point in time, though? I really want to know before you leave, like, in the exact moment it happened, what was your first thought?
When he capsized the table and I saw, like, my pot fell over, I don't know how to describe it, but something went up on both sides of my head, like a pressure, something just went up. But in that very sad moment, in that moment of how they would say maybe fight or flight or whatever the case is, in that very moment, something just said to me, and it could only be God, said to me, Romero, do not react. And I listened, and I simply just folded my arms and I stepped back and I just looked at the young man doing what he wanted to do. Yeah. So, sometimes we say we hear voices in our head, and not all the time we listen, but I listened.
Listening could make a difference, the world of a difference. Because we always talk about there's this thing. There's always this thing we talk about after the fact, there's something telling me. But a lot of times we don't listen to that something, but you chose to listen to that something, and that made all the difference, because I can only see prosperity from this decision to not react and to not go down the same road. And then, like you said, we could be having a different conversation this morning. And this is something that I think every young man, every woman, it doesn't matter sex, could, learn from, that we don't let our emotions get the better of us when we find ourselves in certain situations. It's easier to walk away, step back, think it through. What would be the end result if I decide to engage in this particular action or reaction? And the fact that you chose to listen, I really, really think it's worthy of commendation. It's worthy of, we have to applaud you big time, because we could be having a different conversation here this morning. And just to see you still remaining calm, I mean, it takes a different, listen, I'm not sure I would have had that restraint. It takes a different level of restraint to do what you did, and I just want to applaud you for that, and to say continue fighting the good fight. They say every tragedy, there's always some lesson to be learned, and I can only see you getting bigger and better. The amount of support, that's man, better forget it. You need to find something else something else. Forget food, because we ain't about to eat your soup. We ain't about to eat your soup. Romero soup is what we're looking for right now. So you probably might have to quit your day job and start selling soup Monday to Saturday, and not a side hustle like you did before. This will have to be a Monday to Saturday soup because we're looking for you. And I really hope that you guys will, if you have not supported him as yet, that you will do so. You know, because what was the point really? There's room for everybody. It's not like you have a certain area set up where this person can't sell this and this person. Wall Street is basically free fall. Anybody come, you can come and skin up, you can come and plumb, 10% can sell skin up, 15% can sell. It's totally up to you. I've seen barbecue stand here, barbecue stand there. People go to where whoever they choose to. Everybody have their customer. I would probably eat from this person. I would not eat from that person. And the same, guys would do the same, you know? But at the end of the day, we all have choices. And just because you're the only person, it doesn't mean people will support you. You could have the whole of Wall Street for yourself. Doesn't mean your whole pot of soup will sell. Because people have a choice whether to patronize your soup or not. So sometimes, like I said, we really have to think not once, twice, but 3 and 4 and 5 times before we do certain things. But your loss, Romero, is about to be your gain. And you're gonna need staff. You're gonna need more pots, because the support that you're about to get, trust me, if you did not step back, it would be a different thing. It'd be a different thing. But guys, like I said, I really wanted to get him on. I'm so sorry about the connection. Don't know what's going on his end, but for the most part, I think you all got the gist of what he was trying to say and got the message and what he was trying to say. And I really hope that that's a lesson that we all can learn from. Young, old, middle age, whatever the case might be, we can all learn from walking away from situations. And fighting doesn't make you a hero, doesn't make you a man, doesn't make you bad. Sometimes you have to walk away. You know that song, The Coward of the County? Yeah, sometimes you have to walk away. Walk away from trouble. Run from trouble if you can. That's what you have to do sometimes. And you standing up and fisting up and, fighting, nah. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. You can end up in more problems. So now your blessings are about to be multiplied. Anik says he could just ask Rasta for a little tip on how to make soup. And no, Romero soup tastes good. Listen, I remember one Friday, Romero had me driving up and down because he was running late. Had me up and down. And you know when you're feeling for something? And I'm like, I'm not about to go home. I'm feeling for the soup, and the soup I must get. I sit down in Wall Street, sun beating me, my eyes making beasts. I can't see me coming. Then he reached. When he finally reached, I'm like, listen, you have to top up my soup for that wait I had to wait. But he really puts his gut and his, say you put your foot into something, you could see, no disrespect to tongue people, but when a man put his foot in a soup, he put his foot in a soup. You get a good, nice, rich, thick soup. You taste the flavor. You get the green seasoning. You don't get no bottle seasoning. And if you had not tasted his soup as yet, I'm telling you, it is really, really good. The soup boss is a good, listen, turkey soup bad. It's really, really bad. So imagine investing in all of that, and then I can't even imagine standing there seeing, because that's not easy work, You see people who make oil long on them, think on them to sell. If they say $50 for oil long, pay them people the $50 because it's work. Imagine standing on your feet, you have to peel all this provision, you have to grate coconut, you have to do this, you have to do that. The prepping alone is a lot of work. The ingredients, again, is another set. So your investment, imagine standing there and seeing your investment on the ground and having to step back and watch somebody, listen, look up yourself, Romero. I want to learn to make soup for my boyfriend. Listen, Pepsi, all of that is in the works. Just so Romero could open soup class. Because all of us have some long pan soup. I ain't able to just passing the soup through strainer. Romero soup a body and your life. You're tasting the body in the soup. Them kind of long pan soup, all it does make different people. I ain't able with it. But Jackie, how was my weekend? My weekend was fantastic. I went to the opening of the new over at Port Louis. It's really, really nice. They're not paying for this ad, but I'm just gonna say it's a really, really, really nice place, and You guys will see for yourself. It's a definitely a new what? Look at this back to back. Big up. No fire ass soup bad. Trust me. It's a long pan. No for long. It's a long pan soup, like the very thin one. And if you're lucky, you might see piece of carrot, and you might see piece of pepper floating in it. But it's just when you're young and they used to strain tea, like they put two cups together and they give you a cup of tea and you have to pour one into the other to cool it down. Yeah, some of y'all will be looking like that, but fire will be slapping. Trust me. CJ said, I didn't see. What CJ saying? See you, where, Colin? No, where were you? Stop lying. You didn't call me. I didn't even see you. Listen, I'm the type of person when I go place, I try to buy my business. If I see you, I see you. I want to look for nobody. But I kind of like to just be in the moment and not be all over the place. So I'm sorry if you didn't hear. Yeah, you need soup to drink some of them soup, Papa. But anyways, jokes aside, big up yourself, IRS. Thanks for coming on. And again, for those of you who would like to help, you can check. Okay, he'll do a follow-up. He says, okay, police gets back to him, blah, blah, blah. He'll do a follow-up regarding just, all right, no problem, anytime. Yeah, so you can go onto his page and let me just tell you what his page, his page is fire, what's the page again? First. What's your page again? Rome Castle. Yeah, where I'm looking for Fire Us. Thanks, Ken. All right, so you can look for Rome Castle. Just just go on his page and all the information you need in terms of what you'll need to resume his operations. However you can help, that'll be greatly appreciated. Jaron says, I want a picture of the culprit so we won't buy from him. Well, I never bought from him and I don't plan to buy from him. Anybody else you see selling soup? I'm sure it's that boy that said me that long water soup. And I have the girl to ask me how it tastes. How many people sell soup on Wall Street? I don't know. I always look for fire. If it's not fire, I don't want. So I would not know. But anyways, I hope the police as Shireen says, do their due diligence in the investigation, and hope that he will be compensated for his for the damages that were done to his business. Yeah. Alrighty. So I think that's about it. Patience. I know if I need to bottle patience and sell it, because trust and believe. I didn't think anybody else this would have gone the way it did. Anybody else will be singing a different Sankey this morning. Fires need to bottle the patience, restraint, and sell it for us, because he win. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming in the room. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. And again, big up Fire Us for being part of our show this morning. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance and Western Union for I guess it's easy to find the other person still on platform close to the entrance on Wall Street. Okay. Probably wouldn't come back because y'all don't drink any soup. We good. Thanks. Guys, have a good Monday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay? And don't forget, Thursday, the night before the holiday. Yes, music is allowed. It's all about Tales from the Crates, the party, and it's going down at the aquarium, the newly renovated aquarium restaurant. So if you have not been to a Tales party, you definitely need to be there for this one. Giveaways. We're going to have giveaways throughout the night, plus prizes for the best dressed. We're going to have drink specials, all night compliments, independence agencies in Angostura. We're going to have a power pack lineup. Power DJs. We're going to have special guests, Howie T from Trinidad, DJ Danny. Y'all know how DJ Danny will do it. Non-stop vibes and, it's just going to be a wonderful night indeed. So come on out and be part of the action this Thursday, the night before the holiday. It's all about Tales from the Crates, the party. And we look forward to seeing you guys there. All right. So until tomorrow, I thank you. Bye.